welcome back to my channel. I'm Eve, lovely to see you. Today I wanted to go through the 7 things that I bought in 2023, art supplies of course, that I am so glad I spent money on. So where to start? I think we're going to start with the least obvious probably, and that would be Tombow brush pens. I have really been loving using these. I have spent the last several weeks, over 3 weeks now, in December playing around with brush pens, and these have become a favorite. So one way that I've been using them, I have been practicing using them without getting the streaky effect, which is why I didn't like using them. Well, one of the reasons, that being light fastness as well. And so here you can see 4 different colors that I've used where I don't have that streakiness, and then layering them as well and just building up the tonal value. This was based upon a demo that I saw in the Ian Fennelly Urban Sketch Plus membership area, but there's also a method that I used to create them that I really enjoyed, or a method I used them for rather, was this Katie Moody Patreon, which I can't remember when this was. Katie Moody, 15th of November, and I used them to put down the base layer first and then worked over them. Now these are not remarkable, I know that, but this is some of the best that I've managed to achieve using the Tombows. And actually I've been using brush pens as a general medium for the whole of December, and I've really been enjoying that. So a few of these were purchased prior to 2023, like some of these brighter garish colors that I don't really use. These ones came as part of a set. I think I've got like 15 that were part of a set. The other ones, like the paler tones, those are ones that I've purchased myself as loose stock, and I've really been enjoying using them recently. Another winner for 2023, and you will have seen this in an art haul video, but these are my Kuretake Gansai Tombow set, which I've been loving. I don't pull them out too often. I actually had them in my office because I love to use them. I love to have something there at my office, which is the other side of town. So if I get inspiration, I can just pull them out and use them because they're not very messy. And I've actually brought them back partly to show you, but also because I want them in my sewing room at home so that I can use them more frequently. This is such a lovely set. Still in the vein of markers, I became aware of the lack of light fastness of the Tombows, and I recently had a discussion with somebody else in the comments of a Katie Moody video, and I was saying about the lack of light fastness, and the person was saying, you know what, they're in your sketchbook. If you're not going to be opening your sketchbook that often, it doesn't really matter. But prior to that conversation, I did start to buy some of these Albrecht Dürer Faber-Castell watercolor markers. They're the dew ones, so you have the thingy tip on one end and you have the brush tip on the other. And I really like these. The only problem is the colors are limited and you can see they're a lot bulkier, but I do like the ones. I'm loving the ones that I've purchased. I'm using them quite a lot. And then because I wanted to experiment with a smaller pen, I also got a couple of these Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and they're like a small brush pen, and I've really enjoyed using those as well. So those have definitely been top of my list. They're quite recent, so I haven't had lots and lots of time, but again, they are part of my brush pen December practice, so I've been loving them. From pens to paints, these are my, I don't want to empty them out because I'm going to make a mess. These are my gouache. I have had some of them, my cat's coming in, excuse the creaking door. Hi, Mies. I've had some of these for a couple of years. Some of them are very old. They're not in here now because I've actually put those in a pot for the office so I can do gouache there. These are like my favorite colors. This is a new one. You won't have seen this yet because it's in my December art haul. Naples Yellow Red from Talons, and I really just enjoy being able to squeeze some of these out and lay them down on paper and then work over them. And yeah, I've been really loving gouache this year. Then, and if you saw my things I wish I hadn't bought video, you'll know that the Neocolor ones are not favorites of mine, but I have actually got Neocolor 2s. This is going to horrify many people, but I snapped mine in half. So this was the tin for the original 15 that I had. You can see I've got 27. I've got 27, and I know for a fact that some of my Christmas presents are vouchers for Jackson's Art Supplies, and in my Jackson's basket I have a lot more. These are the Neocolor 2s and I love them. Some of the colors I don't use very often. This bright yellow, this brighter green, and the vermilion as well actually, but I intend in 2023 to use them more and more. I really love how they lay down. They're really nice and creamy and they look good and I love them. And I take this tin out with me everywhere I go, and it's just a winner. So Neocolor 2s are fabulous. The next thing, which is a little bit surprising for me because I don't like things on my fingers. I'm the person that doesn't like, I have a phobia of velvet. I don't wear gloves that go beyond this section of my hand, and for me these feel awful in the hand. Even the foam. But I've been loving using pastels, soft pastels in my work, just to add some texture and colour, and it surprised me, but I'm actually enjoying them. These are really messy. I haven't included the new versions that I've got from Unison because those are all separate boxes and I don't want to mess them up, but I have been, yeah, really enjoying this. So soft pastels are a win for 2023. And then the last thing, and this probably isn't a surprise to anybody, but it's the pencils. So for many years, I'd always just associated colour pencils with being like, I don't know, I don't want to say like kids play, but I owned some pencils, a couple of like polychromos. I had a 12 set of the German drawings, and I had like, I've got the Inktense somewhere as well, but I'd already always associated them with like my fashion degree and not being excited to use them because I always got criticized as being not very good at illustrating and drawing, and so I kind of had this like negative association with them. But this year I decided I was not going to allow that to flummox me, so I have spent a lovely amount of time getting to know Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. I've massively expanded my range of polychromos pencils, and I also completed my set of German drawing pencils. You can see I've got quite a few old gnarly ones there, and I'm loving them. They're so great because I can take them out and about easily with me. I can take a pot into the living room. I can sit here with them all in front of me and admire them. They just bring me so much happiness and joy, and they're very versatile. You can lay them down under things, you can lay them on top of things. I'm loving my colour pencils, and I don't think that I need to buy any more. Like, this is a full set. This is as full as I need it to be right now, and I'm not sure I need any more polychromos either. But yeah, they make me happy, and I hope looking at them makes you happy too. So those are some of the delicious and wonderful things that I have been using this year that I will definitely be taking into 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more. Thank you so much for watching my videos throughout this year. It's been lovely getting to know each and every one of you in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in more videos. Take care. Bye.